this gray and lonely morning, beneath a sky that never clears, you sat beside your faded silence, worn by months or maybe years. Your hands curled tight around the moment that never truly came to mend. An empty gesture draped in kindness, meant to make a bitter end. The promises hung cold between us, unshed tears and words unsaid, patterns drawn in broken pavement, haunted by what kindness meant. The last cruelty is the blessing, empty touch with nothing left, smiling faces, hollow handing, bandage pressed on open flesh, all the right words never healing, all the sorrow still suppressed. The last cruelty is the blessing that leaves your hurting unaddressed. A gentle voice after the thunder, an offered hand once pain's been done, a hollow prayer that grants no shelter when the damage can't be undone. You watch the world resume its turning, you sit and wait for wounds to close, but every kindness veils the madness, leaves the ache beneath exposed. The last cruelty is the blessing, empty touch with nothing left, smiling faces, hollow handing, bandage pressed on open flesh, all the right words never healing, all the sorrow still suppressed. The last cruelty is the blessing that leaves your hurting unaddressed. Oh, 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 oh. Here in the space where mercy falls thin, there in the eyes of those who still pretend, a token of care can undo the neglect. We're left alone to recollect. The last cruelty is the blessing, empty touch with nothing left, smiling faces, hollow handing, bandage pressed on open flesh, all the right words never healing, all the sorrow still confessed. The last cruelty is the blessing that leaves your sorrow unexpressed. And in the stillness after kindness, you find the greatest hurt remains. It's not the harm, it's all the hollow love that tries to ease the stains. who brought the coat when the rain was done. You held the door when I'd already run. I stood there small with my empty hands. You said, take this, like I still could stand. And I knew your face was a kind one. I knew your voice could turn my dark on. But the floor had moved long before you came. My heart was a room with a dead flame. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. You gave me daylight after I went blind. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. I needed your hands when I still believed. You made hot tea in the blue cups, put the chair near mine, kept the door shut up. I almost thanked you, then I went quiet. Not from pain, just from being tired. There was a time I would have leaned in. Now I just sit here like a stranger in my skin. And I know you mean every gentle thing. I know you brought what my days have been. But need came first, then need came last. What you offered now couldn't change the past. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. You gave me daylight after I went blind. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. I needed your hands when I still believe. Don't call it cold, it's not that. It's just a house after the fire went flat. You can fill the sink, you can fix the frame, but the quiet part doesn't know your name. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. You gave me daylight after I went blind. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. I took the care, but it didn't land. Too late, too kind, too late, too kind. You saved the hurt of a different man. You came back soft with a paper cup, and your hand still shook from what you did. You said my name like it still fit right, like broken glass could learn to bend. And I stood there with the door half open, wanting to slam it, wanting to stay. You brought me soup like that could save us, like care could outrun what you made. Kindness after the damage, too late, too sweet. Kindness after the damage, still on your sleeve. I can taste the salt, I can see the seam. Kindness after the damage, what does that mean? What does that mean? You fixed the frame that you kicked in, you swept the floor, then looked at me. Like the broom in your hand could make it clean, like a sorry mouth is a remedy. I let you sit at the table edge, we shared one plate and said so little, 'cause apologies can wear good shoes and still leave tracks through every room. You held my coat, you said I'm trying, but trying's thin when the hurt is true. Kindness after the damage, too late, too sweet. Kindness after the damage, still on your sleeve. I can taste the salt, I can see the seam. The kindness after the damage, what does that mean? What does that mean? Maybe you mean it, maybe you don't. Maybe your hands are all you've got, but mercy arrives with the wreck still warm. And I can't love what it cost me a lot. Kindness after the damage, too late, too sweet. Kindness after the damage, kneeling at my feet. I can see the cracks, I can hear the plea. Kindness after the damage, still isn't peace, still isn't peace. Kindness after the damage, what does that mean? Came with bread and a soft white cloth at the edge of the dark, where the plank still held our names for a little while. Your hands were kind I watched the cup go cold in your palm, while the loons called out, and the water kept taking what we could not keep. You said stay here, I said I can't. The fog was already dragging my coat away. Now the sky is open and thin and pale, and every gentle thing feels like a goodbye in a borrowed voice. Promises with no future still taste like grace. Promises with no future still leave a trace. Bless me, then leave me at the water's edge. Promises with no future learn me how to break. We wrote ghost stories on the sand with a stick and a scar. Then the tide came up and took the last one first. Your mercy sat heavy in my left hand, like a ring from a house that burned long ago. And I almost thank you for the way you stayed long enough to watch me turn to the shore. Promises with no future still taste like grace. Promises with no future still leave a trace. Bless me, then leave me at the water's edge. Promises with no future learn me how to break. Kindness is a lantern. Why does it burn so late? Why does it light the doorway after the door is gone? I don't need saving. I need the sound of your footsteps fading down that empty road. Promises with no future still taste like grace. Promises with no future still leave a trace. Bless me, then leave me at the water's edge. Promises with no future learn me how to break.